Alright everyone, welcome for a new episode of Orenda Power. Today we are talking about how to keep female betta fish together in a sorority tank that will be both beautiful and peaceful. So let's dig in the subject right now. Keeping female together isn't as hard as keeping male. The reason is because they are far less aggressive and territorial. Thus, the female betta fish will tolerate the presence of other females as long as the aquarium is big enough. So my first piece of advice is start your sorority tank in a 20-gallon or something bigger, and always try to introduce 2 fish at a time. Now, a golden rule would be that for each 5-gallon aquarium, you should only keep 1 female. That way you're going to reduce quite a lot the aggression. And the reason why I consider buying pairs instead of only one is that if you actually have already some female established in the environment, they are not going to target specifically the new fish in town. They will have a lot of target. Speaking of target, what fish you should keep with your sorority of betta fish and why? Well, I first of all recommend keeping a bigger yet very peaceful fish in your aquarium. The big fish are going to make the dominant betta fish far less aggressive because she's going to try to attract less attention, and thus she will try to chase the others far less than if she was kept unchecked. So this is the main reason why I keep both a very peaceful angelfish and a very peaceful 3-spotted gourami, though other species could do that role. Also for ditterfish, you should keep rasboras, danios, neon tetras. Pretty much all the tetra family is a good choice. You have also corridoras that can be a good option. And what those fish will do is that the dominant fish will have a lot of other target instead of constantly bullying only the female that are submissive. Thus, it's going to pretty much just disperse all the aggression in the aquarium and make the ecosystem much more stable. Another piece of advice would be to have a lot of decoration in the aquarium. If you can afford, and if you're good with green plant, real plants, do that, but plastic plants and fake plants are good enough as long as they are not sharp and as long as they don't damage the scales of your fins. But really, the main goal here is to distract the dominant fish. So breaking the field of vision with a very nice jungle of real plants or floating plants will really help reduce the aggression. For substrate, you have the choice, but I would strongly suggest keeping a darker substrate just because, once again, it's going to help the submissive fish hide much more. So as a last piece of advice, always check your aquarium for aggressivity. If the fish are constantly fighting each other, maybe it is time to separate them or upgrade the tank size. You see, personality will have a big impact, but I often find that when you provide more territories to an aggressive fish, it's reduced the stress a lot, but in some cases, some fish are just meant to be kept alone. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Orenda Power. I have several more videos coming up pretty soon, but for now, leave a comment, subscribe, smash the like, and smash that bell, and may the fish be with you always. Phew, that was a long video to do, believe it or not.